Great. So, I'm the only one that got to play here in this gym, Bristol Gym. This is a great place to play. And the Hobart basketball program is just in amazing shape right now with Coach Steph, an alumni, and my great assistant coach, Coach Pisanelli. Where are you, Coach Pisanelli? He's been here as long as I've been alive, I think. And someday both Coach Pisanelli and Coach Steph are going to be standing right here. And we're really fortunate to have them leading our current generation of statesmen. And there is one of the current generation, Jackson Mashanik. Where are you, Jackson? Where's my boy? There he is. Jackson is a senior and just finished up an All-American season. Probably the best season in Hobart history, man. All of your awards are much deserved. It's been great watching you play. My man. So thanks to the SAA and everyone at Hobart who made this possible and really planned a terrific weekend. And thanks to all and congratulations, I should say, to the other inductees. It's been really nice over the last couple of days getting to know some of you. I'm really honored to be part of such a historic class. And really just blessed is how I feel right now. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but I think I have like 50 people here with me today. So this incredible support that I've had throughout my life is kind of culminating here in this room for me, and it's been emotional. So there's really too many thanks to give out to all of you. To my family, there's so many of you here. The amazing Ralph family, my in-laws, I'm just really blessed to be part of your family. Special thanks to my brothers who traveled from all over the place to be here, and my dad, and especially my mom. She was always my everything in life, and I wouldn't be here without her. My high school buddies are here. We're still pals after all these years, man, and it's the best. I have my college teammates and great friends here, and I'm going to get to them in a minute. I got friends from Pittsford. I live down the street. I got great friends from Pittsford here, and I got my guys from Rochester who we still play basketball together twice a week, and they keep me competing and at least playing decent basketball in my mid-40s. Every day is really just great having all of you in my life, and it means so much that you're all here. I got a few shout-outs. First, my son Sam's basketball coach at Pittsford Sutherland High School. He's going to hate me for this because he hates getting recognition, but he led his team and my son to a sectional championship on my son's senior year in basketball, which was just really, really special for me as a basketball player. And he also got his 300th career win this year along the way. So, John, congrats, and man, thank you for taking such great care of my son. I got another shout out, my great high school coach here, who last minute was able to make it, Jim Santoro. Coach Santoro is still coaching at my high school, and this year he got his 400th career win. So a lot of history. Coach, thanks so much for everything you did for me. Seemed like it was more off the court than even on in high school. And I still appreciate you every day. Thanks for being here. I have a foreign exchange student, and she's a star basketball player in her own right. And her first trip to Hobart from Toledo, Spain, CC. Thanks for being here. Whenever I come back here, I just realize how lucky I was that I found this place. And lucky for all you, Coach Miller told me that I had a time limit. Otherwise, I would be up here for a while. My first draft was 25 minutes long, and he said that was too much. So obviously this means a lot to me. But I'm here for Hobart basketball, so let's talk about some basketball. So I was nothing coming out of high school. I was 6'2", 165 pounds, from a Class C school in Poughkeepsie, New York. Earlier today they said I was from Pittsford. I live in Pittsford. I was from Poughkeepsie. Only known for the great Tyree Coleman. Two guys from Poughkeepsie in the same class. But I think Coach Streeter, who was coaching at the time, saw probably that I was well coached. I'm not really sure what else, but he recruited me hard to come here. So first year I get here, and Jim the Gentleman Payton was wearing number 42, which was my good luck high school number. So they gave me number 50. Anybody that knows basketball knows that 50 is not a basketball number. And I stunk. I scored 5 points a game. So sophomore year comes, Jim is gone, and I get my number 42, and my game arrived, along with a new coach, Coach Roach. Thanks so much for being here, Coach. So Coach had quite a different style from Streets, but it actually fit my game really well. So well that in our first game my sophomore year, I shot 33 times. Remember, I scored 5 points the year before. I shot 33 times. I did score 37 points, but come on, 33 shots. So as Coach Roach likes to say, I guess I was a fan of the coaching change. So it really wasn't all good times when I was at Hobart during my years. Our junior season, we had a lot of injuries. Some guys quit, and there were more than a few days where we didn't have 10 players to scrimmage in practice. So we did the obvious thing. We called in the friendly neighborhood bartender and best friend to all in Geneva, JJ Smaldone. Where are you at, JJ? And your better half, Coach Craig. You guys are the best. So JJ literally came in and practiced with us so we could have 10 players to scrimmage. That was actually really fun. So I'm here because I was a scorer. I could score the basketball. I could score from everywhere on the court, and I could do it consistently. And I thought of myself as more than that, as a good basketball player that tried to play every position and make my teammates better. But the reality was that my teammates were the ones that made me better, and they're the reason that I'm here. My sophomore year, Dave Rubin led the nation in assists. Eric Nelson dominated in the post, finishing top 2 in scoring at that time. My junior year, our point guard, the great Kevin Leonardo, he broke the press, he played great defense, he had to listen to me yelling at him all game to pass me the ball. He finally figured out my senior year how to throw a full court pass, so that was good, Kev, good timing. My great buddy, Josh Ryan, my 4-year roommate, man, super Josh. He did everything that I couldn't do or didn't want to do. At 6'2", he could literally jump out of the gym. Josh could fly. He rebounded, he blocked shots, he guarded centers. He used to spike people's three-point shots off this wall every game. Man, Josh was just something special. Brian Shealy, who I wish was here today, he used to guard me in practice every day like it was Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Literally every single freaking practice, and I hated it. But it made me better. 6'9" Brian Bernard took a lot of pride every day giving me a Charlie horse with his knee. It was very painful. And our great teammate Brendan Hall dominated in the post and would raise the roof, right, Brendan, back then, when you would dunk in a game? All I had to do was put the ball in the basket, which was really what I was best at. I at least had to attempt to put the ball in the basket. I do still currently own one record for Hobart basketball. Most field goals attempted for a career. Yep. Not for makes. That was for, I think it's Richie Bonney and Joe Corbett, who got to stand literally right next to the basket. But I had 1,328 shots in my career at Hobart. I want to see somebody break that record. The only one who had an easier job than me was my great friend Mike Gambino, especially his first 2 years. I at least tried to play some defense, Mikey. Mike literally only shot three-pointers. That's all he did. But he was great at it. He shot 48% his sophomore year, and he was awesome. Mike and I went to high school and college together, and he's just the best. We didn't win league titles when I was here. We didn't make it to the NCAA tournament, but we always competed, and I made so many friends for life here. My teammates have continued to come back to alumni games and supported the basketball program in every way possible for the last 20-plus years. The great coach John Wooden said, "The main ingredient of stardom is the rest of the team." And he is 100% right. And my teammates are truly what makes Hobart so great and Hobart basketball so great. They spearheaded the Hobart Basketball Network that today is so special, and I give them all the credit in the world. And finally, thanks to my wonderful wife, Nicole. You do everything in our world. You put up with me every day. You put our family first always, and our family is great because of you. And to my 3 kids, Sammy, Ella, and Nico, my greatest joy in life is being your dad. Thank you.